So what the anointing of the sick is, it's one of the 7 sacraments, and it's an encounter of grace asking God to strengthen a person who is suffering either mentally, physically, or psychologically. The sacrament of the anointing of the sick really comes at a pivotal time in their life, and it gives them, I pray and I hope and I believe that the sacrament gives them comfort in the face of death. I hope it gives them peace. It's very natural for us as priests to go into people's homes and to go into hospitals and other kind of situations to do with the anointing of the sick. But when COVID hit on March 13th, when it seemed like the world seemed to shut down that day, hospitals were very, very restricted about who they allowed in. If you know, normally a hospital is a bustling place full of doctors, nurses, everybody else. And when the world seemed to shut down, they were restricting who was allowed in. And so we needed to get special permission and training to be able to go into the hospital, to be able to anoint people. One of the initial trainings that we got were how to don proper PPE, how to properly sanitize our equipment. When we walk into the hospital, we bring holy oil in a stock, and so learning how to handle that safely in a way that doesn't create cross-contamination, but we can walk in, sterile, and we can learn how to walk out of the hospital room sterile as well, so we don't bring anything back to the people that we love as well. Most of the patients I see, especially in the early days of COVID during the pandemic, most of them were under the ventilation. But now some are not ventilated, and I'm able to talk with them. Some are lucid, some are not, some are in a coma. But science tells us that one of the last things to go is your hearing, and so I always try to talk to them, tell them my name, tell them where I'm from, do it in a calming voice where they can hear me. I think when someone's ill, it's a very vulnerable moment, and I think in that vulnerability, I think there's just an openness, and it's in that openness where the Spirit can work.